Okay, hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Psychic Sleuth. so, today I'm going to do a much asked about case, Nicola Bulley. So hopefully it goes well. As you guys know, information can be past, present, or future, symbolic, or have multiple meanings. Spirit will often use my references, experiences, or how I relate to something to try to explain what they're trying to say. I will bring Vanished and Forgotten on, and she's going to validate what she knows, what she doesn't know. She's just going to say yes and just kind of keep me going. She's what I would consider a sitter for a reading. Like if I was giving a reading to family members or one of you, this is how it would go. It just helps the energy flow along. Okay, so if there's distractions, we try not for there not to be, but there may be. That's just life. Just want to tell you guys that. Keep in mind that everything is how we perceive it. So I try to perceive things the best way that I can, but I'll just explain what I'm getting. I try not to say whether someone's alive or passed or not. I'll just give you what I get, and that's all I can do. I can't give you any more or any less than that. And so keep in mind that if there is anybody mentioned in here, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. This is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. So I think I covered everything. I'm going to go ahead and bring on Vanished and Forgotten.
Hi.
Hello. Okay. So I guess if this doesn't turn out good, we just won't have to worry about it.
Right.
We'll try again another day.
Yep.
So I'm just, for those of you guys that are new, I'm just scribbling, trying to bring in whatever's going to come in. Okay. I wonder if her and her partner were getting along, because there's a reference to some kind of argument or something. I keep seeing like them kind of yelling back and forth at each other or arguing back and forth at each other. This may or may not have anything to do with the situation, but she's just showing me, or I'm getting something about some sort of argument at some point prior to her disappearance. I'm not really, I don't know. I don't know what that's about.
Okay.
So I'm getting her driving, and I feel like it was a routine for her, like, or she did it every so often, dropping kids off at school,
Yes.
and maybe going on a walk or something of that nature. Because I feel like she liked being outdoors. She kind of kept in shape. This wasn't anything out of the norm for her to do. And she might have even, I don't know if she stopped for coffee or something like that. It's kind of weird. I'm getting like, and I don't know if she did on that day, but I'm getting like, how you go through the drive-through at a coffee place or something. I'm getting something like that, but I don't know if it's food or something to drink, something. I don't know.
Okay.
Really, I don't know. So I feel like the place that she went to, she knew it. It's not like a place that was new or anything to her. It feels like a place that she often went to, and I've tried to stay away from everything on this case, but keep getting a headache for some reason. I don't know. I kind of feel her car or her park. I don't know if she had like her car seems like a bigger car, like one of those. It's not an SUV, but like a kind of like an SUV. Like very. I mean, it looks dark colored to me, but it's a larger car.
Yep. Okay.
And it's like I see her pull up and park. What is it with her phone? She leave it in the car or something. There's a reference to her phone, and I don't know if maybe she sent text or there's some kind of something with her phone prior.
Yes.
Yes. Because I keep seeing her phone, but I don't know. I don't think it's with her, so I don't know if they found it or if she left it in the car.
They did find it.
Okay.
Do you want to know where? Or you want to wait?
No, just wait.
Okay.
Because I am picking up her phone, but I'm just not sure the significance of it. Was it in the grass or something, or in a? It's weird. I keep seeing it in grass, which is an odd place. And I feel like she left. I don't know if she had a purse or wallet or whatever. She left it in the car. And I see her like grab like a leash or something for her dog.
Yep.
And she kind of gets out and she motions to the dog to come out. So I feel like the dog kind of comes out on its own. The dog comes across as a dark brown. It feels like it's got longer ears, like maybe like a spaniel mix or something like that. Like the hair on the dog is wavier. It's like a mid-size looking dog. And she I feel like when it's warm, that dog likes water or something like that. That dog's not. It's not like afraid of water. I don't know why she's mentioning that, but or why I'm getting that, but maybe she's taking it to places with water, like when it's warmer or something, and the dog's gone in, and it's not been a big deal.
Right.
I'm kind of stuck. I'm curious if there's any kind of like weird characters around there. Because it's coming across, and I hope I'm seeing this right. Are there people that like live around there or something?
Yeah.
I don't really know why. It's weird. Like I don't see her that close to the water, like to be able to fall in. Like I was thinking that's where this was going to lead.
Right.
But there's something repeating.
Yep.
Is it like cold out there right now?
That I'm not sure.
I don't know about Australia. If it's cold or not. I don't. There their seasons are different than ours.
There was people with coats on, so I'm assuming it was cold.
Okay. Well, I'm only asking because I keep seeing like a gloved hand.
Okay.
Like go over my nose and mouth.
Okay.
And I don't know the significance. I don't know if it's, someone that has seen her there before that knew her routine.
Right.
Because it's weird. Did she stop and talk to someone or something? I keep seeing like her talking to somebody like on a trail or by the water or something like that.
Yes, she did.
Maybe a witness to her being there or whatever.
Yes.
But it was like in passing.
Yes.
It wasn't anything that was like, they didn't talk for a long period or anything like that.
Right.
It's not, I don't know. This isn't coming in very clear at all. But it's weird. It's like I don't feel like she's that close to the water.
Okay.
It's like I keep seeing her phone. It's like being dropped. Or it's weird because I saw her using it in the car, so I don't know if she had it on her or what. But I keep seeing it in grass. That's one thing that I keep seeing.
Okay. She did have it. She did have it on her.
Okay. It's dropped around that time, or around that area. Well, wait. There's something with the dog.
Okay.
I don't know. Whatever happens to her, she drops the leash and the dog takes off. But it's like she dropped her phone at the same time, or there's a reference to like it all happening at once. And the thing I keep seeing is the hand going over the mouth, but I don't understand the significance of it.
Okay.
Like it's like weird, like for just a random person to come up and take someone. It's not making sense to me, so I'm kind of fighting with it because I expected her to just kind of fall in the water. But it's like there's someone that took an opportunity here, and the weird thing is I keep getting money.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm having issues with one of my cats. It's like literally not coming in. as clear as I would want or as fast as I would want it.
Okay.
Is she really active? I keep getting like
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know, she's really active for her age. She
Yeah.
like in her 40s?
I don't know.
Something about wanting to keep like her body young or something, like she didn't want to
Right. Yeah.
She says I just vanished.
Right.
I'm literally not getting the water with her, which is not what I expected.
Yeah, what's up? Okay. Yeah, she's 45.
Okay. No, I'm kidding. She was in her 40s. I'm like struggling with this. I don't know. What I keep seeing over and over is someone. Like, it makes no sense to me.
Okay.
Like someone putting their hand around her mouth and her dropping her phone in the dog's leash, and the dog took off. Because the dog isn't like some like. He got scared or something.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not getting a lot for some reason. She keeps mentioning her husband, and I don't know why. I don't know if things weren't great between them or there's something weird there.
Okay.
But I don't know if I recognize this person that's taken her because he's got on a like a beanie hat.
Okay.
He looks older.
Okay.
I don't know. I hear the word kidnapped.
Okay.
Which is not the way I thought this was gonna go.
Right.
I mean, because this area feels like it's a pretty safe area. That's why it's throwing me.
Yep.
So is there a house really close by where like she was last seen at? Because I keep going to that house, and I don't know if it's just because it's close by where she was, or there's a connection or something.
Yes, there's houses super close. Yes.
But there's one like say she went missing here, it's like behind on the other side.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I want to go that way. I don't know if it has anything to do with the house or if it's just the way someone went.
Okay.
That I'm not sure of.
Okay.
I hear the words without a trace.
Yep.
And then, like I don't see her like fall in the water. I think she's too active for that. Like, and she knows the area too well. Like, it doesn't make sense. And it was not like it was like rainy and slippery or anything like that. I actually don't even think she was even that close to the water.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's easy to stumble in, but I think she shows. I get like if she stood up, it would be waist high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's not that deep, like where she was, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
It's coming in like she's showing me like if she were to stand in the water, or I'm seeing if she were to stand in the water, it would be about waist high.
Yeah.
So and I know you can drown in like little things of water, but it's not coming across that as that because
Right.
like it feels like we were talking about, like it feels slow moving and it feels shallow.
Yes.
Like I don't think it would have taken her very far, and I think there's parts that are even like less water in it.
Yeah.
And she would have gotten caught like on something.
Right.
Is what I'm getting, and I think that Spirit's trying to show me that because I'm questioning. I'm literally questioning, anything else.
Right.
What I can't wrap my mind around is like why would anybody like take her? Like it doesn't.
Right.
It's really odd. It like just for someone randomly to take her. So, and I think the cops are thinking the same thing. I think that kind of doesn't add up with what they think happened. But I just it's not making sense to me about her falling in water. And again, maybe it's because like I think her dog would have jumped in after her too, because he doesn't come across as afraid of water.
Right.
Like I feel like he ran because he got scared or something. Or just the way when she was grabbed, she dropped the leash. Like that's how it comes across.
Okay.
And he went back to a place that they knew or they'd been to before or whatever, thinking she was going to come back there or something.
Right.
I hear the words opportune time, and I'd be curious who lives in that house because I keep getting that house for some reason. I hear the word local.
Okay.
I'm asking, I'm like, is this something she did to herself? Because what was going on in her life, I'm getting no with that. Like,
okay.
She doesn't feel in that area because I feel like if she was, they would have found her. It's not unless she's at someone's house, like.
Right.
See, now I'm getting number 45, but I know you said that was her age, so that might be why that come in.
Okay.
I also get the number 311. That's really weird. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Is that a police code or something? I don't know what that is.
We'll hold on to it.
I also keep seeing ducks like just taking off.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's like a duck area around there. That keeps coming in readings, but it's been significantly making sense. But this is like a little, it's a nesting area or something like that.
Okay.
And what's weird is I keep seeing her being held somewhere.
Okay.
And I don't know if she was at one point or she is now.
Right.
Because it's really weird. I don't know. Normally if someone is deceased in somewhere, like I'll start getting an area, but I just keep seeing her like bound and gagged, like in a room, with like a bed. And so I'm wondering if one of those houses around there, because for some reason it doesn't feel like she was taken far.
Okay.
Like it feels like it could be someone in that area.
Yeah.
I hope this is right. Like I never want to give like wrong information.
Right. Yep.
Or false hope or anything like that. But that's what they're showing me.
Okay.
Which means she could be alive, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't ever like to say one way or the other because it's really hard to tell sometimes. But like I keep getting a man alone. He might be 40s, 50s. Like he seems older. I keep seeing like a black beanie. How they have it folded up. I keep seeing that. It was weird. I was getting like a truck earlier, but then I was getting like a car with like one of those weird sounding engines, like the kind of, I don't know, like a hatchback. So I was getting those two types of car, but I don't really know if the other one's like a louder truck. I don't understand the significance of taking her and keeping her though. I'm not understanding the none of this makes sense to me. It literally doesn't. I keep hearing the name Dave over and over. I don't know why. My head started hurting really bad. So I don't know if she's currently alive or was and being held or what, because also I keep getting a marsh area. So I don't know if there's a marsh area by there.
Okay.
Because the ducks and the marsh and stuff like that kind of come in.
Right. Yeah.
And I keep seeing, like, I don't know. I don't know if this has already happened or it's going to happen. Or if they held her for a while and then I don't really know, because I'm having a hard time seeing if this is coming from her in spirit or this is from my guides.
Okay. It is a marshy area.
I don't know. I keep getting like a house around there or something.
Okay.
I hear the word stands alone, like a house that stands alone, like there's not really any neighbors.
There is some that stand alone.
And I'm getting like rocks, like sometimes people have like rocks in their front or on their walls, like rocky. I'm getting like that, like rocks like on the front of the house.
Okay.
I flipping do not understand this. Like, I can't tell if she's being held or what, because I'm getting a house and I see her being held, but then I also get a reference to marshy area, like her being there in a marshy area. See, I'm hearing the name of the case I was working on, Doyle. It's repeating, and I'm just going to say it just because, but I don't know if he's coming in or what, but he's also a marshy area, in my opinion. But this, I hear the word walkway, so I don't know if there's a walkway up to this house. This is really weird. I don't know. I know I keep saying it's really weird, but the visions I'm getting, my logical mind is not understanding it.
Right.
So, I mean, I try not to ever question, but it's one of those things where it's like it doesn't make sense to me, because I don't understand why anybody would just take her randomly like that.
Right.
But if she goes to this area a lot, then there's someone that could have been watching her.
Yes.
As I'm saying, she goes back to this, because it seems like an area she frequented a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe 3-4 times a week or something like that. Like, she seemed to take her dog there and all of that. So it could be possibly that someone was watching her.
Yeah, it's possible.
And she may have even talked to them at one point, and they got like weird about it. Because I keep thinking like I'm gonna, like, she just had an accident or something. Like, that's where my mind is going. But then I feel like if she did, they would have found her by now. Like, with all the searching and stuff going on, I just feel like
Right. Yeah.
It'd be different if it was a faster flowing river, really deep, but it doesn't come across that way.
Right, it isn't.
There's also a garage.
Okay.
That's attached to the house. I'm getting the number 641. Don't know what that is either. I have to see what if 311 is a cop thing. I don't know. I'll look it up later.
Okay.
That number's bugging me. I don't know what it means. I also get the number 17.
Okay.
I mean, if she's still alive, I won't get a lot of information.
Right.
So that could be why I'm struggling with it.
Okay.
Um,
So would it be a 311 cop code where she went missing, right?
I don't know.
Like
I
in
was
the-
getting 311. It reminded me of a cop code, so I was trying to see if it was.
Okay. Because in
I
the
didn't know what it meant.
United States, it's child pornography.
No, it might not be that. I don't know.
I'm gonna look where she went missing though.
I just thought it kind of sounded like a cop number, so I wanted to see if it meant like any specific thing. If not, then it could be an address or something. I don't really know. My head really is like pounding though. It's weird. She's possibly like drugged up. I keep getting someone like shooting her up with needles. I don't know if it's to keep her quiet or something like that, because it feels like I wonder if any of these houses have basements. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't want to leave the area.
Okay. Yeah.
I keep seeing like a red car in the driveway too for some reason.
Okay. And all the houses out there have basements.
I keep seeing the stupid. I keep hearing ducks and stuff. Like, I'm wondering if
That makes sense. Yes.
this house is near like ducks or wetlands or anything like that specifically. But it's like a house without neighbors.
Okay.
Get an older guy, but it's weird because I also keep picking up a female, like a couple, and it's really odd. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if he just knows a female or there's one that comes in and out. I'm not really sure about that. The guy seems like I can't get a good look at the guy though. I think his nose might be a little crooked. And he may have like a rounder face. I keep getting like, I don't know. I get stubble like on his face, but then not like a lot, like just like stubble.
Okay.
I think his eyes might be light, like a hazel or something, like either greenish blue, hazel, something around there. He has this hat on his head. I can't really see the color of his hair, but I want to say like it's gray or white, or because the stubble on his face looks to be white.
Okay.
I don't get the point of this. Like, why take her? I don't get it.
Right.
It's my logical mind is like, no, this doesn't make any sense. I think he might have a son too. There's a younger male energy that's like, not like really young, but like, like 30s, 20s, 30s, something like that. That has more like a reddish hair, not reddish, like maybe chestnut, like, brown with like a little reddish tint. With a beard and mustache. Like, I'm seeing a guy like that, and I think like maybe he likes to hunt or something. There, I keep getting like rifles and I don't know. I don't understand what is going on here. Like, usually if someone's deceased, I will see their passing. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that with her.
Okay.
I keep seeing her being held somewhere. But yet, future, I feel like she could be in the marsh. But because I keep getting that in a reference to that possibly happening, but I'm not seeing. It's like I'm going from her being in a room to that.
Okay.
I get the name Edwards.
Okay.
It's so odd though. Like I don't want to leave that area. Like he must live around there or something, or that area is significant. Like I'm not getting in a car and leaving it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like around in that area somewhere. And this was really quick.
Right.
And it must have been like close to the house or something.
Okay.
I don't know if she was really close. Does she have 2 daughters?
Yes. Yep.
I don't know if she was really close to her 2 daughters, specifically the older one.
Okay.
But they feel like there's some kind of sports or something, or I don't know. I get like active in school, and also a reference to science.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get validations, but
right.
I don't know if one's older, like getting ready to graduate, or she feels like she's close to graduation, maybe a year or so, but it's like she feels older.
Okay.
Like they don't feel too far apart, like a couple years or a year or something like that. The daughters, like they're kind of born close together, but one's like the older one, more mature. Like I hear the word bossy, so I don't know. And I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it was the older guy or the younger. Like this is so odd. I'm not. Maybe I'm not getting a lot because she's, I don't know, like, do you know if there's like a corner store or a store on the corner? I hear corner store, but I don't know the significance of it. There's also a reference to like a pond.
Okay.
That may be like, it comes across as possibly close to or in the backyard or something, or close to a house. I don't know. I keep seeing it to the back of the house, like a little pond or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. There's ponds behind the houses. Yeah.
It's weird because this area feels like a good area. It feels like the people in it are kind of like well off. Like I don't really understand like what would make this person do this, and
right.
But for some reason I want to stay in that area.
Makes sense.
I don't feel like I've been taken far or anything. I'm curious if they've had helicopters out there, because I hear helicopters. But you would think if they had dogs, the dogs would take them.
Right.
You know where she is. That's what's kind of throwing me off. Is like, wouldn't the dogs follow her scent?
Right. I know her dog was like pacing in a certain area back and forth.
Yeah, but they checked that area, didn't they?
Right. But like, I'm trying to think of where it went, because like it kept pacing back and forth. Like the dog was waiting for her to come back. So like, I don't know if they looked in the direction where the dog saw her leaving, because the dog was found in the same area where she went missing, but it was like pacing back and forth.
Yeah, because it was traumatic.
Yeah.
For the dog. But it's
The dog was pacing to the gate and back to the creek.
where's the gate at? Where her car was?
The gate was right behind the bench where her phone and the dog leash was
I don't
found.
know. It's just weird. Like I feel like if she was in the creek, like they would have found her by now.
But what?
I mean, maybe not. Maybe not.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yeah.
Do you think she has walked across the creek? Like, because if the dog was pacing back and forth to the creek, maybe she was led over to walk across this creek.
I mean, there's nothing to really walk across the creek unless you're gonna get wet.
I mean, as far as like if he was leading her to somewhere.
I don't feel like I go that way though. Like
Okay.
I also feel a wooded area. It's like I want to go behind from where she was.
Okay.
I don't. I also get a wooded area, but it's like I'm questioning it because the cops think she's in the water. So logically,
Right, but nobody really knows where she went, I mean, anything's possible.
but then again, it's like, what is all this information? Like, where's all this information coming from?
Right.
It's hard not to question my abilities when, like, it's just so far off from what they think. And I'm not perfect. I don't know everything, but there's repetitive stuff that's happening. Like I keep seeing her, like repetitively, a hand go over her mouth, but it's got a glove on, and repetitively see her being held somewhere.
Right.
Again, the weird thing is I don't want to leave that area. Like I don't want to get in a car and go anywhere, which is odd because if you bring out search dogs, they're going to be able to track her to one of the houses if she was in one of the houses. So that's why it's kind of, unless they're not bringing out search dogs.
Right.
I mean, I imagine they did.
Right.
So it's really kind of throwing me a little bit.
Right. Well,
like, why wouldn't the search dogs go to like one of the houses or follow her scent to one of the houses if that's where she's at? So it's kind of, I don't know. At the same time, I've got like this major headache.
But if you knocked her out and carried her, would they still be able to follow a scent?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a few things that can throw off a scent, but.
True.
And the only reason they would think she was in the water is if the dogs also went to the water.
Right.
But something of hers could have been thrown in the water.
True. Yeah.
But like I came on here thinking that I was gonna like just see her fall in the water.
Right.
And that makes more sense as what I'm getting.
Right.
But it's very possible, like, if she went to this place a lot, that someone maybe saw her and, you know, kind of,
Right.
like, as far as, like, doing something to herself, I don't see that either. I don't see her leaving her girls.
Right.
And even so, like, they would have found her by now. It's just, if they've checked 9 miles in the water, from what I
Right.
heard, and they haven't found her, it just,
Right.
for as fast as it flows, I mean, I guess, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I was actually nervous to do this case because nothing makes sense about it. And I'm not getting a whole lot on it, but that could be because I'm extremely tired and
I mean, from everything I've heard, it makes logical sense that somebody could have kidnapped her. In my opinion.
Well, why don't the cops think that?
I'm not sure.
You know, and then you don't have the dogs leading to any of these houses, but at the same time, it's not like I want to get in a car and drive anywhere.
Right.
It feels like I'm still in the area.
I'm not sure if they've used dogs because I didn't hear anything. The only thing as far as searching wise that I read up on is the boat in the river.
So why wouldn't they bring dogs?
I don't know.
Is there also a wooded area out there?
There's like wooded, like splotches of trees around the area. Yeah.
Well, that's wooded to me if there's a bunch of trees in one area.
Yes.
Because they keep getting woods too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see her being. See them doing anything there other than like keeping her like drugged up or something. I don't understand the plans or why or anything like that. I don't really know.
Right.
That's why it doesn't make sense to me because I'm not understanding like the motive or the reason or.
Right.
It just feels like if she would have fallen in, they would have found her. If she would have walked off and something happened, like they would have found her. It's not.
Right.
Literally nothing's making sense, honestly. There's no factories around there, is there? I don't know why I'm getting that or what that means, but.
Okay. Yes, there is.
There is? How close is it?
I mean, quarter of a mile maybe.
Oh, that's not far at all.
Mm-mm.
What kind of factory is it? I keep getting a factory. So I don't know if it's saying like the person works there or if it's relevant to where she's at.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing if they still have her or if they've done something to her. Because I'm getting the factory for some reason. Is there any marshy or woodsy areas over there by the factory?
I mean, I would say yes because it's kind of all connected by the river. Like a quarter mile away from the river. In between, it's all wooded. In between the river and where that factory is, it's all wooded.
I wonder if there's any marshy areas in there. The factory seems significant. The fact that it's so close, it seems significant.
Okay, so they did have dogs out there, but it doesn't say what they were specialized in. So there was dogs out there, so that's a correction.
It could be, I don't know what's in that area, but I don't want to leave it. But now it seems that I'm leaving it and going towards the factory.
Right.
So depending on how big the area is, you know, if I don't want to leave the area, it depends on how big it is and what's all connected to it. But I keep wanting to go towards that factory.
Okay. It's walking distance.
Like wooded and marshy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I've wondered if they've checked over there. The more I'm talking about that, the more I have a headache.
Okay.
So I don't know if someone kidnapped her, held her for a little bit, and that's where she is now, or they still have her, or I'm not really sure. It's not clear. I'm just getting bits and pieces here.
Okay.
Yeah, the factory is significant. I wonder if they've checked down there, because it's something that now is repeating.
Okay.
Is there a fence around that factory? Can you tell? I don't even know if you can tell on the map.
Yes.
Okay. I wonder if they've checked that way. Because I keep getting the fence of the factory and then like woods and stuff.
Yep.
In the marshy area, I keep getting it's like all wet, and then there's things that stick up out of it, like I don't know, like a marshy area where ducks would be.
Yeah.
Like where they have like the sticks that stick out of it. I keep seeing that. Now, if I were to go like where she is and I go backwards, does that lead to the factory? Or is it the other way? Like how I was talking about, I'm here, and then if I go back, I hit a house. If I keep going back that way, is that towards the factory or is it the other way?
Okay, so, all right, say that one more time.
Okay, so if I'm here, okay, the river's here, or the river's here, and she's here, okay?
Okay, yeah.
And I go backwards, and there's a house somewhere back there.
Yep.
Okay, if I keep going backwards in that direction, do I run into the
factory? Yes.
Factory. Okay,
yes.
That's the way I want to go then.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I keep being pulled back towards that house. I don't know if it's involved or not, but it could just be I passed through this way or I was taken through this way. I can't tell if she's alive or not. But the fact they're giving me the woods, the marsh, and the factory makes me think that's where she could possibly be.
Right.
And maybe someone had her for a little bit. I don't really know what that's about. And I wouldn't be leaving the area, really. Like, I'm not getting on the road and going, so I'm still in the area.
Yeah.
Which is weird, is why wouldn't the dogs pick that up?
Right.
The dog's not picking up a scent going that way is throwing me off.
Okay.
But whenever I talk about that factory, my headache gets worse.
Okay.
Which that's like a new thing. So obviously they were taking me back towards the factory. That's the direction that you go.
Yep.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the map. So that's just the direction that they're taking me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't leave that. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, I'm not passing the factory. Like, I keep getting the factory fence. And then woods, and then, like I said, like a little marshy area. I don't know if it's like a pond with like stuff sticking out of it, but it's like marshy where like the ducks hang out, where like the sticks come out of it. That's what I keep seeing. And I don't know if they've checked here, so it's kind of. Okay, maybe she wasn't there when they checked.
True.
But my head is killing me. My head's killing me. The more I talk about the specific place and I put myself there, my head is telling me. So, I don't know. Really odd to me. I don't know. The way this reading has come across is they grabbed her, they kept her for a while, and then they did what they did. But at the same time, I'm not seeing the whole story. I'm kind of just seeing them take her in a room somewhere, and now I'm getting this area by the factory, and the fact it exists and it's going the correct way. There's got to be a reason for it.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting the whole story. There's something with the husband I can't shake, but I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's involved or anything. I don't know what it is.
Right.
It feels like maybe they weren't getting along or something like that. And I don't know what he looks like. Like, I don't know if he looks like how I described or not. I'm not really sure. There's like something about that situation that I kind of can't let go of. Like, maybe they weren't getting along or something like that. He knew where she was. So.
Right. Yeah.
It's like I'm getting bits and pieces that might be myself,
Right.
because I'm a little low energy, but Are there also little pathways that go through that wooded area over there?
It shows there's 2.
Okay. Because I was getting pathways. I don't know. There's something it's just very weird situations, and something's not adding up in my mind or my vision.
Right.
I'm getting like a major headache though with her.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if the information I got with the house and everything is somewhere that she passed or somewhere she was. I'm not really sure about that.
Okay.
Or even the guy that I saw, like, I just got bits and pieces of him. I mean, I keep seeing the same stuff. Like, it's not changing.
Right.
That area by the factory seems like really significant, though. Like, I can't let it go now. It's kind of feeling a little obsessive to me.
Okay.
Because they keep showing me like the factory, the fence around the factory, and then the wooded area. And then separately, I get like a marshy area. Or like a place where ducks are. Like I was explaining, like the sticks.
Right.
I don't know. Is there a curve around there anywhere? I keep getting a curve too.
I mean, the roads curve, but they're not like sharp curves or anything.
No, it's just like one curve. I'm getting somewhere over by where I'm talking about. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a reference point or something.
I mean, there's a small curve, yeah.
I just keep seeing a curve in the road.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, things kind of just come in bits and pieces at times. I mean,
right.
I'm not getting anything else. That's it.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
Then, if I feel like picking this up more, I will. That's all I'm getting for now.